Imagine paying $50 to $100 million just for that centralized exchange listing. Not only is this unaffordable for projects, but these tokens are the biggest reason for bleeding charts. Something has to change. Two people responded to this. The CEO of Coinbase, Brian Armstrong, said, asset listings on Coinbase are free. Drop us a note through our asset hub and we'll see if we can help. So obviously the accusation was that Binance is charging too much. Coinbase came in and said, look, by the way, we do it for free. But then two people in the comments to the Coinbase tweet suggested otherwise. Andre said Binance charged us $0, whereas Coinbase has asked us for 300 million, 50 million, 30 million, and more recently 60 million. And Justin Sun actually replied beneath that tweet saying exactly the same situation with us. Binance charged us $0. Coinbase required us to pay $500 million. So I don't know 100% what to believe here. You obviously have one person saying that Binance is charging too much, Coinbase coming back saying we don't charge anything, and then a few people saying that that's not specifically true. The more interesting take that I want to put to the floor and hear your thoughts on is this take by Flood, which was one of the comments, because I think it's very, very easy to criticize these centralized exchanges, and everyone wants to go after the centralized. They're the big boys. They're the ones who are the gatekeepers. And if they don't let you in, you don't get to make money. And then you get very angry, right? And everyone likes to be able to punch upwards at the people who are kind of gatekeeping in that respect. But think about it from this perspective. Flood tweeted this, he said, let's put it in a simpler way. These founders want to sell their worthless token loosely associated with a company that makes no money to unsuspecting retail. Binance doesn't like this, and maybe other centralized exchanges don't like that, and wants to have the lifetime value of their accounts not get pillaged by inflationary vapor. So they extract a pound of flesh and give it all away via Binance Launchpad to BNB holders. Explain to me why this is a bad thing. If you want Binance's distribution, you will need to pay for it. The more that I thought about it, the more I agreed with this take, which is, look, if you want to access the distribution, there are all kinds of tokens coming to market, right? And if you think about what proportion of tokens are going to be exceptionally successful, the answer will be very, very few, which means that Binance is perfectly within its right to have a very, very high bar, maybe for the best tokens, which they can evaluate in their own way. They can take a smaller tax because they can feel more confident. And if they think that your token is going to be further down the risk curve, and there's a greater chance that either their holders get wrecked by participating in it, or they don't see the value in it because it's not as good a product, not as good a community, not as good a token, then they can take a higher tax. I think that's actually pretty fair. And I think it's actually quite entitled for people to think that the centralized exchange should extend their huge distribution network without taking anything from them, especially if what you have built is complete vaporware, and which there's, not saying any names in this case, but there are many examples, absolutely many examples where that is the case. So that's my take. Legendary, coming to you first, then want to hear from Sam. What do you think?
Yeah, a couple thoughts on that. First of all, none of these exchanges are non-profit organizations, so obviously they will charge fees, and these fees will change. And seen that from another exchange where I can't disclose the name of it, that basically kept increasing fees as more and more gaming tokens launched and other tokens launched, and they still keep increasing them and keep finding very interesting ways to take even more tokens to, on the one hand, distribute to the community, on the other hand, also have listing fees that where they profit from. And also, yes, with Binance and Coinbase, you get a massive amount of distribution. But also, if you look at say all of the Binance launch pool tokens that launched, CryptoRank has a nice list of them, which I'm sharing on screen. You look at the year to date.
This is great.
You look at the 6-month performance of them, you will see that SUI is up 72%, but say Ethena, Pendle, Meme, EtherFi, Avo down 80%, Manta, Galaxy, AltLayer, Saga, all of them except for one basically are down over the last 6 months. Okay, two. Wow. There's two which are up. So yes, you get the distribution, but also neither Binance nor Coinbase are a fix for either shitty tokenomics, lack of demand, changing market interest, sell pressure from investors, sell pressure from retail, nothing's going to fix that. So you pay for the initial distribution, you pay to be able to flex that you are listed on Coinbase or Binance, but in the long run, if your token goes down, it goes down, and neither Binance nor Coinbase can save you from that.